Stephen Blaisel, Team Spooky Mansion Mystery, Week 8 Progress Report. So this week has been pretty much about making sure requirements are met and fixing anything that isn't fixed. So basically at the beginning of the week, I went through and I extracted all of the requirements that are in the document and put them in here and had, red and yellow and green based on what they were. You'll see here most of the things are green now. Actually, even some of these ones that are yellow are actually green, just need to be verified. So basically went through there and fixed stuff that was not there. So one of the things that took a really long time was going through this and making sure that everything had 2 features and adding them where they weren't, and that everything that was described in the description is a feature that was in there. So an example of this would be the cellar. These windows weren't in here. In the upstairs bathroom, the sink wasn't there. There was tons of them. And basically I just went through and fixed them all, made sure that they were there and that they were accounted for. Then, doing some bug fixes. One of the major bug fixes was the fact that when you were in a room, one of my partners noticed that if you were to take an item and then you were to take the item again, try to take the item again, the whole game would crash. And that obviously was not intentional. So basically went through and fixed the logic on that. I'll show you that when we get to that. The other one was the fact that, as you can see right now, prior to this, every time you would type something in here, it would again put the description and whatever action you took, right? I thought that was a little, that was not great. And so basically I just changed the logic within the game. That took quite a bit of time actually, because I had to kind of extract some stuff and implement a new thing in there. So now you only display it on the move. So move north, right? Now I got there and I can look north window, and I can look at the north window. I can look east window, and then you see I'm still in the room. And then if I move back south, it now gives me the short description. A lot more easier to read, I think, a little bit better. I went back and looked at some games and saw how they were structured, and that's more how they were structured. So that's good. So to implement all those extra features, basically I just went through all of these files. Like I said, in the cellar, those windows weren't there. Upstairs bathroom didn't have the sink wasn't mentioned. Some of the rooms didn't have 2 features. There are still 2 rooms that don't have 2 features, but they're kind of special use case rooms. So we're kind of okay with that. Hopefully you guys are okay. I think we can make a valid argument as to why those shouldn't have that. As far as the description stuff in the game, as far as fixing the crash, it had to do with this loop right here. Basically, my partner had implemented this task that verified it was a task that when you take something, it actually alters the room. So, but he was not checking if there was an item, and the item is already taken, so it wasn't there, so it was throwing up this error. So it took me a while to troubleshoot and figure out. We got that figured out, and then finally for the room or for the game, this is where I had to change all the logic for the look, right? So on move, previously when it was the stuff all happened in get command, right? As far as like you would display the room stuff. So as long as get command kept looping, it would keep displaying that, right? And set visited happened in move. Now I set it to get command is set visited, and move is where you would where it would call the command thing. So next week is going to be all about bug scrubs and finishing some formatting and stuff, and hopefully we should be good to go. All right, thanks. Bye.